Negotiable Instruments Act, Section 90, Extinguishment of Rights of Action on Bill in Acceptor's Hands. Section 90 of the Negotiable Instruments Act, 1881 provides that where a bill of exchange, after negotiation, comes into the hands of the acceptor in his own right at or after maturity, all rights of action on the bill are extinguished. The provision is based on the principle that the person primarily liable on the bill cannot remain liable to himself and therefore ensures finality and discharge of obligations after maturity. 1. Applicability of the provision. Section 90 applies specifically to bills of exchange that have been negotiated and later come into possession of the acceptor in his own right at or after maturity. The provision applies only to such bills of exchange and does not operate in the same manner with respect to promissory notes or cheques. 2. Meaning of negotiated bill. A bill of exchange is said to be negotiated when it is transferred from one person to another so as to constitute the transferee the holder of the instrument, either by delivery in bearer instruments or by endorsement and delivery in order instruments. The section applies where a bill of exchange has similarly passed through negotiation by delivery or endorsement and later returns to the acceptor in his own right at or after maturity. 3. Meaning of acceptor. The acceptor is the drawer of the bill who has accepted it and thereby undertaken primary liability to pay the amount at maturity. By such acceptance, the acceptor becomes the principal debtor and primarily liable on the bill of exchange. 4. Requirement that bill be held by acceptor in his own right. The section requires that the acceptor must hold the bill in his own right, meaning that he possesses the bill as owner and not merely as an agent, trustee, or representative. The rights in the bill must therefore vest personally in the acceptor, and the section may not apply where he merely holds the bill on behalf of another person. 5. Requirement of time, at or after maturity. The provision specifically applies where the bill comes into the hands of the acceptor at maturity or after maturity, and maturity refers to the date on which the bill becomes legally payable. The timing is important because the section concerns extinguishment of liability after the bill has become due for payment. 6. Meaning of extinguishment of rights of action. The section states that all rights of action on the bill are extinguished, meaning that the bill ceases to be enforceable and no legal proceedings can thereafter be maintained upon it. The rights against prior parties also come to an end, and the bill is therefore treated as effectively discharged. 7. Principle behind the provision. The rule is based on the principle that the acceptor, being the principal debtor, cannot sue himself, and once the bill comes into his own hands after maturity, the obligation and the right merge in the same person. The debt is therefore treated as satisfied or extinguished, further enforcement becomes legally meaningless, and the law accordingly recognizes merger and discharge of liability. 8. Effect on prior parties. When rights of action on the bill are extinguished, the holder cannot proceed against the drawer or indusses, and earlier liabilities connected with the bill also come to an end. The negotiable character of the bill thereby ceases, and the bill no longer operates as an enforceable commercial instrument. For more details, contact us.